I'm Jennifer Lorenz, and I'm the Executive Director of Bayou Land Conservancy. And we are the nonprofit organization that led the campaign to help save the Deer Park Prairie. So it was the summer of 2013 that saved that prairie. And in 2013, it was riveting, and people were following this on the local television stations and on the radio stations, and we were providing them updates. And thankfully, lots of the local press did think it was an important story. There's not that many saving a piece of prairie stories that are out there, but even this opportunity, and I think that's what really drove a lot of people to the website, to the story, was the uniqueness of this tract and the fact that so many people did actually care about it. Sustainability for Bayou Land Conservancy is incredibly important, probably for our organization more than most, because what we do is in perpetuity. It's forever. And when you're talking about ecosystems in the Houston region, forever, being a very long time, doesn't mean that you can actually just protect a piece of land, in other words, buy it out, put a conservation easement on it, which is how we protect these lands permanently, and then walk away. Sustainability is all about trying to help our ecosystems be resilient.
When I go out with Jennifer and do videos, we're trying to raise consciousness about the need for conservation in Houston. So I use a Phantom made by DJI, and this is an aerial helicopter, and I can get my shots from high above. It's a quadricopter, so it's got 4 blades, and it's got a brushless gimbal to stabilize the image, and I'm using a GoPro. And with this, I can fly up and get a different vantage point than what you normally see from the ground. We're usually locked at a horizontal vision. And so for a filmmaker, being able to unlock the vertical area, because you can get high enough to show where things that seem separate on the ground are actually tied together when you look at them from above. It's called the overview effect, and it has a psychological impact on humans when we realize, wow, like we're all in this together, we're all on one planet.
So every month of the year, Bayou Land Conservancy also has our environmental education program going on. So every month of the year, during the school year, we have student groups come out, and they come out to our various preserves. So we work with science teachers, but this year for the first time, and into 2015, we'll actually be working with art teachers. So we're bringing kids out in various means, first and foremost for science.
My name is Paul Cheney. I'm the Science Department Chair and Environmental Science teacher at Concordia Lutheran High School in Tomball, Texas. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and I get a standard email about the park and the things they do with students, and so I contacted Jennifer and said, let's see what we can put together. And it's a neat experience to get our kids out of the classroom and into the outdoor classroom and kind of make science a little more real for them. Environmental science is a class that kind of pairs ecology with human impact on the environment, and so when we talk about ecological succession, we can come out here and see it in action. Today I think we're going to even look at some invasive species, and we've been talking about that, and so we're going to help remove some invasive species out here, water quality, water health, so all the ways that humans have impact on the environment. There are a lot of ways out here we can see that impact and then talk about ways to kind of mitigate some of that impact as well.
Well, Bayou Land Conservancy has been so incredibly effective over the past almost 20 years of protecting so much land. And what does keep me up at night, though, sometimes, is the fact that we have an entire generation of children now that spend 7.5 hours a day on an electronic system. The vast majority of their days, even in school, is spent on a screen. And so the problem for us is we're protecting all this land, and while many my age and maybe a little bit older, we're lucky enough to be able to go backpacking away as a kid and be outside. We have protected, and that's with parentheses, an entire generation of kids and kept them in many ways from being out and being in nature. And I think we're seeing the repercussions of that today. There are thousands of kids that we have seen who are afraid of butterflies. They think that they bite. And so when you get them out in the field, there's all kinds of things that you have to go over in advance so that they're even comfortable walking around. That when you're out in nature and you're walking around, your blood pressure lowers. If you're trying to reduce diabetes, just taking a walk every day in a nature preserve for 20 minutes can help lower your diabetes risk. So there's all these direct positive impacts. So our biggest issue for Bayou Land Conservancy is people finding out about us, knowing what we do, and saying, here's money to help you do it, and here's how I want to get out in the field. Because we want both. We don't want people to just write checks, although we absolutely need that. We want people to get motivated about what we do and get out in the field with us.